I feel like you're at the end of your rope as a parent. Help is here with parenting expert Michelle Mcvittie, and you see this a lot with your clients.
I do. They are coming at me. They're feeling defeated. They're feeling frustrated. And I think I'm glad that they feel safe, that they can say to me, oh my goodness, and they just kind of unload. So what I do is I take that, but I don't absorb it. I just try to listen. I try to say to them, hey, I hear you. And I also try to model, this is what we want to do with our kids, because their emotion is valid. But if I'm jumping in with, don't do that, or you're fine, or like I pick up their emotion and we're just kind of swirling around, it doesn't get anywhere. But it does affect you, whether it's your child, your partner, or a client. You know, other people's emotions affect us a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And what's going on, like politically, economically around the world, like that's a big pressure on parents as well.
Yes.
And then trying to kind of protect the kids or not reflect back on the kids with that.
It's true. And I think there's so many different things going on, and depending on your personality type, you're going to pick up on those things. You're going to be maybe watching the news more. Some people are going to be, I'm not listening to this. It could be that you go into work and your boss said something to you, or you and your partner are fighting, and then you go into traffic and the traffic is horrible, and then you come home and your child didn't put their bag away, you tripped over it, and that's it. I'm throwing everything away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's not just one thing, but it's understanding how you respond and pausing, because you've got a 15-year-old, you've got a 10-year-old. Their brain is under construction until 25, and they are looking to us. And when you are stressed and they're emotional, and then some kids are like, this is fun, let's go, let's go, let's go, and we jump into that fire, it's up to us to stop, because our brain is developed and we have to stop. It's complicated though.
It's very complicated.
Yes.
And I mean, they pick up on things too, right? I remember picking up on things as a kid.
Yeah, they do. And I think that's the piece where I really want to help parents to say, your emotion is valid. What do you have control over? And when your child triggers you, when your child is like, I don't care, you don't love me, you love this sister best, everybody else has better parents than mine, that's disrespectful. Like, what are you talking about, kid? And then you argue with them. And that's where we have to step back and say, look, I have to handle how I respond versus reacting, and hearing what they have to say is actually quite profound. That's emotion coaching. That's active listening, and just responding what they've just said is not saying this is correct, but I'm not jumping into your fire.
Right. And just trying to figure out, where is that comment coming from? There's something wrong
there. There is, because that's a comment. We see the tip of the iceberg. There's other things. So life is not fair. And if I say, what are you talking about? Do you want to know what my life is like? Do you know what I had to deal with?
Yeah.
And then it makes it about me. But if I'm like, wow, I had no idea you felt that way. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, tell me more. What's going on? What specifically do you feel is unfair? And then they might say, you let my sister do this and you don't let me. And you're thinking, she's getting 90s. She gets up at 7 a.m. But it's like, okay, so you feel like we're unfair and we treat your sister differently. That makes sense while you're frustrated. It doesn't mean it's accurate, but at least we're getting them talking, and then we can get into an invitation to say, let's work this out. Yeah.
You have a great poster about, strong parenting is more like being a bamboo instead of an oak tree.
Yes. And that's that sturdy parenting. I think gentle parenting, we've talked about this, it has a bad rap, and now parents are like, enough of this, I'm going to lay in here.
Going back to how we were.
Yes, right? So I've just heard this, being a sturdy parent, it's like a tree where we're rooted and we don't let emotion unroot us, but we're bendy. We're bendy like the bamboo, like we want to be bendy to say flexible, not a pushover.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We've got about 30 seconds left, but if people, I know you've got a new program starting up.
Yeah, so Calm and Connected, I'm putting it out there. I also have I Quit, Oh Wait, I'm the Mom, to go off by book. So I'm creating these programs to help parents with burnout. I'm helping these to help what we just did.
Okay.
So they understand, how do we do emotion coaching and understand our child.
And we'll get that link up on our website, chch.com. Always great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So calming.
Thanks.